If your goal is to heal and truly experience externalization, then you have to stop rushing the process. I want to tell you a quick story about what happened this morning in some of my deep healing. So I do deep healing work. Sometimes it's so profound and it's so powerful in the wee hours in the morning that it'll actually knock me out. It'll put me to sleep and I'll wake up with like drool on my face with my mouth opened. Like it just took me to a whole other brainwave that my consciousness was not able to ride, and it knocks me out. So when I talk about deep healing, we are talking about shifting brainwaves. We are talking about unwinding cellular patterns from your cells, restoring karma, rewriting contracts. It is deep stuff. So this morning when I was doing this work, I was shown by spirit that we can have kind of these two different types of wounds. Now, we have many types of wounds. They come in all different shapes and sizes, but they typically will fall into these two categories. And once I kind of understood this, I really felt spirit saying and nudging me to share this message, let people know, because this is something that people often struggle with when it comes to the healing work. People tend to think, oh, I've already dealt with that wound. I should be healed by now. Oh, this is coming up again. And they go through this struggle with their healing process because they don't realize these two different types of wounds. Let's break it down. The first type of wound you can have is called a reorganization wound. And this is similar to like clearing out your closet, right? It's a project that you take on, you clear out your closet, you go through stuff, and within that same day, you come to a result of an organized closet. And this would be a reorganization wound. This is something that you're dealing with that's probably not that deep, that you are able to face, heal, and unwind within an hour or a couple hours or throughout the day. However, not all wounds fall in this category. Then we have what I call the construction wound. Now, just like if you're doing construction, a construction project requires demo, rebuild, bringing in new products, getting rid of old products, and it typically does not happen in a day. You have to let paint dry. You have to let new designs come in, right? This all takes some time. So if you have a construction wound that you are working on and you are going deeper and deeper and dealing with the layers, you may circle back to this wound a lot of times, thinking you've healed it. But what you've done, in terms of the analogy of a bathroom remodel, is you've just bought a bathtub, or you finally found the vanity, but you didn't necessarily rebuild the floor, pick out the tile, install new electric, deal with the plumbing of that wound. And if that is a construction wound, it's going to need time to be rewired, to be felt, dealt, and unwound. And so I just wanted to share these two different types of wounds because not every wound is a reorganization wound. A lot of the deeper healing where you're going to get externalization is going to be a construction wound. So let me speak real quick into what externalization means. Externalization is a word we use in the spiritual healing world where you've done enough healing work that you're seeing external results in your daily life. Like you're noticing new things show up or new people or things are happening, doors are opening, and it's all because you've cleared ancient or present day blocks that open the space and allow new energy to flow in. Now, if you're in a construction wound and you're not completely complete with the construction project, you still might start to have new energy come in, but you'll know on a deep level that you're not quite done yet. So I wanted to create this video in hopes that it speaks to you and gives you a little bit more hope and patience as you're walking the path through some of these more difficult wounds. They don't necessarily all heal in a day. However, miracles do happen, and sometimes you can have an aha moment that completely and totally shifts your world by doing this healing work. You might also have those moments where a wound circles back and you're like, I've already dealt with it. Well, in that case, it's probably a construction wound and it probably needs a little bit more of your time and inner effort to really deal with so you can transmute the energy and then experience the externalization. Now, if you don't know how to do any of this work, I invite you to explore some of the links that we have below, starting with our 33 free meditations page, all the way to joining us in our certification programs, where we take you step by step, building the proper spiritual foundation so that you can do this work and get those external results in your real world. I'm Sophie Frabotta, and thank you for listening to this message today. I hope you enjoyed this video. We have a bunch of other spiritual healing videos on our channel. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. I love hearing from you all. And make sure you're following me on Instagram at Awaken with Sophie.